Hello.
Guten Tag to all of our beautiful, beautiful listeners all around the world. Sorry. Today, Wilson is not feeling the best of the best. He actually has contracted COVID a few days ago, but it's no worries because I have got vaccinated with the double dose vaccination. So now
You'll be fine.
I'll be fine. It's just a few cups here and there, you know. It's not a big deal, you know.
And what's it better to fix a cold other than watching a comedy movie? Yay!
Oh yes. Oh yes.
All the laughter gonna take out all your cough away.
Oh yes, thank you very much, Billy. But I think this comedy makes me cough even more because of how funny it is. So I think it makes it even worse. Than, like you see now.
Good comedy.
You do stupid shit when you're sick, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, like sleeping too much, eating maybe a little bit too much too. Then you get fat. And people will look at you like, you're gross. Stay away from me.
Or blowing air into your mouth using a very dirty fan.
What? What?
Nothing. All right. Anyway.
Okay, whatever you're into. All right.
Anyway.
Right, okay.
So today we're reviewing about Jojo Rabbit.
Yes,
it's a really good historical. I mean, it's not a historical drama, isn't it? More like it's a comedy drama.
Fictionalized.
It's a period
historical.
film.
I wouldn't say it's a period film. It's more like a fictional history. What's that term again? Historical fiction. Yeah, there you go. Historical fiction.
Mm-hmm.
Historical fiction of obviously it's World War II again. But this is actually from this is also quite rare. I also rarely see films that's from the perspective of the Nazis instead of like the other way around.
Or rather, the German people here in general, not just the Nazis. Right?
Yeah. Specifically, the German people who are the most privileged people in Europe. Allegedly. Yeah. All right, so this film is directed by
Taika
Watiti.
Our favorite king in the world.
Yes, our favorite senpai. He made I should start with the German accent. He made is that Thor Ragnarok?
Yeah.
And
looking forward to Thor Love and Thunder too.
I honestly, okay, you know what? Screw it. Why not? Even though I'm starting to get sick of Marvel movies these days. But I also really like this little film that he made a while back. It's called What We Do in the Shadows. It's pretty much. Have you heard of that?
Nope, never heard of it.
Okay, so this film is it's a bunch of vampires, right? But then
yes, I think I've heard of it. Yeah,
it's a mockumentary. So a bunch of vampires. So, but the thing is, what if you take these creatures and then and just put them in modern society, specifically in New Zealand? Then that's pretty much how the movie turns out to be. Just ridiculously stupid and fun and hilarious. It's kind of okay. It kind of gets wait. No, I'm not comparing that to like the Jackass movies, even though for some reason it just goes in my head. No. This movie is much smarter than Jackass.
But seriously though, like Taika Waititi has a full command on comedy, right? Because seriously, like how can you make a comedy about a group of Nazis and a boy who wants to be a Nazi? Like how? It's like all the comedic timing and the camera work and just the writing. Why?
I mean, to be fair, it is a movie that's supposed to mock the Nazis, you know, of how ridiculous it is. It's basically a satire. It's literally a satire.
Yeah, like seriously, what's the point of Nazism really? Like,
because the ideology itself is already very flawed. The film already points out like that from time to time. It's like, oh wait, yeah, like what's like the most obvious one?
the
Yeah,
Jews
okay.
have a scale, a serpent tongue, have wings, they eat children.
Yes.
They're apparently
yes.
allergic to food.
Yes, and then when the little kid, oh yeah, who's also starring here is I think his name is Roman Griffin Davis. He plays Jojo.
This is his first movie, by the way. Pretty crazy, right?
Oh, whoa, wow, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. To be fair, I think comparing let's say I'm comparing with different child actors. I think someone like Jacob Tremblay from the movie called Room, not The Room, alongside with it's a movie with Brie Larson, right? It's pretty good. It's on Netflix. Check it out. But that kid, right? He's so convincingly amazing to the point that, like, is this an adult and a child in the children's body? Because like, wow. He's able to capture that the innocence and that just being hopeless and just like just a little kid who doesn't know shit. And then but then for some reason I think the only issue I have with this kid is he actually is he actually like British, or is he from like New Zealand as well?
He's British.
He's British. Yeah, he's British. So actually from the movie, right, I noticed like his actual British accent just like slips in like once in a while, and it's starting to get a bit annoying after some time. But I can't forgive that because he's a kid, right? Somehow, and then and I know he's giving his all best to sound as German as possible, even though that's not his official, like his first language, and he's trying to mimic the accent too. So but hey, great job, man! Great job, little kid.
I think it's because the movie itself, right? Most of the time it's framed as a comedy, so it's somewhat easier. But he still pull off the dramatic section too, all the dramatic scenes.
Yeah. I mean, it's obviously a small nitpick I have like with his performance, but that's just basically it doesn't hurt the whole thing because he still delivers like all of his lines. He delivers his performance like amazingly, and that's all that. Same with everybody here, especially Sam Rockwell, my favorite actor of all time.
But you know who's the best child actor? Ooh. The boy who was in Boyhood. Yes. Well, because he's playing as a child. But this. All right. Anyway, moving on. Yes. Sam Rockwell. Go on.
Yeah. So, let's just say it's ironic because we're talking about performances like this early, which is actually a big staple with the film. But okay, Sam Rockwell. We actually mentioned about we discussed about a little bit about this minutes before we recorded the podcast. He is implied. So you said that he is implied that he is an LGBT character.
Yeah.
Right. Which I'm thinking to myself.
Which is a big no in but like where the movie is set, right?
Is it?
Yeah, I mean like practically they're considered as deviant. Back during Nazi Germany era, like you just get burned. Right. By the way, get shot or burned.
Yeah, true. So because the thing is that I think because you said highly implied, and then I was thinking in my head, so him and
𝓟𝓸𝓽𝓪𝓽𝓪 Greyjoy.
Yeah, they were like their dynamic, I don't know, it reminds me of what's the other one that has that big gay energy. Ironically, right, Tom Cruise from Top Gun, you got that okay, maybe you're not too sure what I'm talking about. Have you seen any of the Rocky movies?
I think I'll watch Rocky 3 maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think there's this famous scene in I think Rocky 3 where like you've got like these Sylvester Stallone and I forgot what's the black guy's name, but they like in the scene where they were like hugging each other on the beach. I understand. Obviously, it's it's supposed to be like a very wholesome scene, but I think I don't know, for some reason like my 10-year-old brain's like gay. But it does not because like the what's that Rockwell's characters again? Like the name Captain Clan
Captain Klesendorf.
Captain Klesendorf, and also Finkel played by Alfie Allen. They're both very I think I have a feeling you're a little bit more than friends, a little bit more than friends.
But it does being framed as in a more tragic light, don't you think? Where they actually still have to fight for their homeland, who will see them burned. But then like
really?
because of circumstance, yeah. I mean, like in the end, they still fight the Russians, right?
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
And then like it's also highly implied that Finkel died, right? Because you don't get to see him with Klesendorf.
Oh, yeah. I think he was dragged and was shot by the Allies like before Klesendorf got shot. Well, they're all dead.
But seriously though, it's like this movie has a lot of high and low in terms of emotional peak. It's just like makes you laugh really loudly, and then like literally the next minute is just like all flat. I
am actually most impressed with Scarlett Johansson in this film.
Oh yeah, I really like her performance.
Especially when she's able to bounce between the like obviously because the father's not with them, so she's a single mother.
Well, she plays as a father too, remember?
A pretend father. Pretend father. But even as a pretend father, pretty good, exactly. because the thing is that like her like she's playing a character called Rosie. Rosie's like kid Jojo. He because he has an absent father figure, so she kind of have like this pressure of like as a mom is like I really wanna show some like fatherly support to this kid, but I cannot because I'm obviously a woman and stuff like that, and also I have like during the day I cannot really be with him because I have a day job like a normal person. So especially like at night, I think I'm not sure if it's normal for people back in the day to drink wine like in the like the whole bottle. I don't know, and like by yourself, I mean, okay. Like, to be fair, I haven't drank alcohol for a while, but I don't. Oh, okay.
You go on.
But I don't know. Like this is why I'm asking people. Like, is it normal for people to drink one whole bottle by themselves and not get drunk? Because one bottle is that's a lot of alcohol. That's 14% at least, probably even more. I don't know why I'm talking about this, but this is what happens when you have COVID.
Something is not right up there. And like in terms of performance, right? Let's not forget Mr. Watiti himself. Because I feel like this movie will be completely different without him. I mean, not without him as in, like not without him as a director, but also without him as Hitler.
For some reason, right? When he's playing as Hitler, I think the first half of the film, I like that he's like present. It reminds me of the movie Fight Club. We have like this other guy, right? I mean, obviously, most people are pretty sure have seen Fight Club. If you're listening to us, and if you're a movie buff, I'm pretty sure you've seen Fight Club, and you know the ending. But my point is, it reminds me of that. So you have like this other guy who you thought is a real person, but it turns out he's not. But then in this film, Jojo Rabbit, It's like they just tell you like they from the get go, or this is like his Jojo's imagination or imaginary friend, which is actually kind of a bit refreshing, to be honest with you, and it actually worked very well.
I mean, like
at least for the first half, but then I think when they start to have when Jojo and this Jewish girl Elsa, right?
Elsa, huh?
Yeah, when they start to build a relationship with each other, I think his character kind of gets sidelined a lot. It's like, okay,
which like goes to show that over time that he actually turned into what the real Adolf Hitler might sound like. I remember the scene when Hitler gave that speech to Jojo, right? Basically, like how he's going to crush the whole world. There's actually a sound of like cheer and like how to put this radio static noise from the side. It's very subtle, but it's there. So basically, it's highly like as if.
Oh really?
Yeah. It's as if like it shows that this is what Hitler talks like most likely the way he talks when he's giving a speech. Goes to show that like this is the real monster that we're dealing with.
They did show some at real life like World War II footage.
Yeah, they did.
Like sporadically, especially at the beginning when like Adolf and Jojo just like it's like like screaming at each other. It's such a weird transition too. It's like you go from this and then it just cuts to like all these kind of actually not depressing, because the thing is that I think I feel more sorry than depressed, because I know because like they're just showing like from the German side, like, everything is like so cheerful and like happy, like you see all these people just cheering to, or like to praise Adolf Hitler. It's like hell Hitler, and then you have this American music playing in the background. Is the song called "I Want to Hold Your Hand"? Like, oh, okay.
Yeah, the movie doesn't really give a fuck about like historical accuracy, I should say.
No, I mean, I'm pretty sure that's not the point. But what I'm trying to say is that okay, one is ballsy. Second thing is, I really like the way they could manage with so the different tones. That's okay. So without Taika Waititi, like you said, it's gonna be a bit different.
Oh,
I think with normal director, I think they're just gonna make a straightforward, like a period drama. But with him, it's like you know what? Just put in I don't know, like Sukhoi, Alabama, on like tanks like shooting each other or something.
Because that's the thing, though, right? I feel like I think there's a limitation if you make a period drama piece, right? Like in terms of storytelling, like it doesn't really, because what happened in Jojo Rabbit, right? It's such a very crazy occurrence that I know sometimes reality can be stranger than fiction, but then it does help to juxtapose like how the way the Nazi ideology work compared to like basically what we call it as love to between human being, right? Like that because like it's easier to make that juxtaposition. It's easier to make, and it's easier for us to relate. The fact that Jojo starting to be friendly with Elsa, trying to understand her, and empathize, and they bond, while over time that Jojo can see what Hitler, what the lies that the Nazi propaganda is, and then just the fact that it's just lots of hatred, really. Like yeah, like what Rosie said, right, is that the world needs love.
Actually, it kind of gets me to think as well, because even in the film, they also show that even the Germans themselves, they don't even like being in this in this current period where there's literally war going on, like on the other end of the gate.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, basically, like analogically speaking, like yeah. So I was thinking that I wonder how many people are really brainwashed and how many people are really just like pretend that it's like, oh yeah, Hitler, but then obviously on the other end it's like, oh man, I really wish this shit would just stop and we're just gonna go back to where we used to, like worrying about paying taxes and like almost shit like that.
Yeah, because it's easier to hate, isn't it? Like, yeah, just to shift the blame, because that's how his whole political strategy worked, right? In real life, is that he shift all the blame to the Jews, and then they take all their private assets.
No, but the thing is that I'm actually not too sure of because the thing is that I think it's also like a bit of like the Allied propaganda too, that we look at the Nazis as like a complete evil thing, but yeah, they do evil shit. I do agree, but the one thing that I don't really actually see a lot is like, yeah, from the German perspective. So I'm actually not too sure of whether his propaganda is actually really that effective or not. That's the thing. I don't know. Maybe you're the expert here. You can tell me. Is it?
I don't know. I think there's a lot of mixed like reception here and there. Although apparently I don't know if it's how legitimate it is, but a lot of German people they didn't know the concentration camp exists. By the way.
What the? Yeah.
I don't know how legitimate is that claim, but maybe not a majority. I don't know like the exact number, but a significant amount of them didn't know. And like when you're grouping millions and millions of people, you can't. I'm sure people by nature, right? People are not heartless. They will feel they feel the guilt and the sorrow that what the victim had to go through, and then
definitely,
and then that's the thing though, right? Honestly, you although at the same time, on the flip side is that people really get easily get rallied to a banner, which in this case is a banner of hate, if I must say so myself, where it's easy to point the finger at one particular group of people, right? And then like next thing you know is that the rest of the people will follow this violent and loud group of people, right? Because otherwise they themselves might get persecuted.
Correct. You need to blend with the sheep, the crowd.
Yeah, even though the crowd themselves is led by a very, very evil wolf.
You mean a very evil shepherd?
Yeah, evil shepherd.
Oh, I see. Okay. What else? So this game, because in this film, Jojo is pretty literally him in the this Nazi youth camp. Is it like some sort of Boy Scout program that they're?
Yes.
Yeah, but the thing is that what struck me a little bit is they literally train these kids to be literal soldiers, like actual soldiers, using real guns and real knives and real weaponry, and literally is like even the first instance I think first 15 minutes of the film.
Yeah, it's like it just goes to show that
they actually forced Jojo to kill like a rabbit. It's a rabbit. And it's like, oh wow, okay, and that's really really uncomfortable. I mean, the thing is that I don't have pets myself, but I do feel the amount of like, oh boy, please don't do that. And then they actually did it. Well, he didn't actually Jojo didn't actually kill the rabbit, but it's the other older boys who did it, just still messed up. Then I think afterwards like Jojo felt guilty about it or something, and then Hitler just came out and was like, hey, you should have killed the rabbit or something like that.
Actually no. This is because I rewatched it quite recently again. it didn't go like that. Actually, Hitler kind of encouraged him. Basically, like he said that the German Empire that he envisioned would have all kind of animal, because the thing is, he actually commend the rabbit for being brave, even though the rabbit is small and it has to find carrots to feed its family, and it has to always be on its toes. So, like Hitler said, it's okay. So you have to be proud of the rabbit as well. Although he didn't actually necessarily directly said that, hey, you should kill the rabbit. Which is, actually pretty funny, right? Like, it portrays Hitler as this like caring and fatherly figure at the start.
Aww.
Yeah.
Aww.
I'm sure like there's a daddy Hitler out there.
You mean people who actually have like Hitler body pillows?
You know
that's the thing, right?
I know that's the thing. I know it's a more of a weeb culture, or in some circle it's called weeaboo culture.
Okay, I think that's all I need to know about that.
But yeah, it's like
now you're literally giving me another kind of virus called the weeaboo trash. So
it reminds me to all this like anime Hitler picture.
Yeah. I'll make sure I'll take my my what's that word?
Antidepressant?
No.
Anti-horniness pill?
Anti-kawaii desune medicines. So I don't get the cringe.
Are you declaring war on all the weeps?
Well, not officially yet, but maybe soon.
Or yeah, you don't need to declare it officially. You declare it officially a few seconds before you stab the first weep, just like how the Japanese did during the Pearl Harbor.
Oh. Oh
boy. All right. Anyway,
back to the youth camp.
Honestly, I don't know how realistic it is.
What do you think about that one?
Yeah, I don't know how realistic it is, but honestly, it's not that surprising, really, because towards the end of the war, the German, like Nazi Germany, right? They're really running out of manpower because of Operation Barbarossa, and so they just pull up as many people as possible. Even the elderly and the sick, and also like wounded veterans, and I think like children as young as 16. Although there are definitely cases where children like they register themselves as older. They lie about their age, so they can do it. So not surprised there. The 𝓟𝓸𝓽𝓪𝓽𝓪, right? So and it's a very, 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 very crazy situation.
So you're saying that? I mean, okay. I think for a war, you need to be at a certain age, right? But the thing is that I think for Germany, because you said that they're running out of manpower, then you gotta have like kids to
like they have to be ready.
Actually, like the thing is that where is this film supposed to kind of like take place in? I mean, obviously it's not like one-to-one accurate, but this location reminds me of Berlin, I think, because it's
it doesn't look like Berlin. It's like a smaller town.
Okay.
Now reading through Wikipedia, right? It's actually a fictional city called Falkenheim.
Falkenheim, which is based on.
It's fictional, by the way. I don't know where it's based on, but I will wager that it's probably a small town. I don't know much about a German small town. Yeah.
Right.
Like
Okay.
Aachen, perhaps. Yeah. I don't know.
Okay. So.
But
wow.
Yeah, they will all have to pull as many people as possible, right? And then you get to like, which the movie perfectly described. Like, how some of the senior, right? They insult Jojo as they're on the way to war, right? They're riding a truck, like, yeah, we're going to war. So proud of ourselves or something. And then like some came back all bloodied and traumatized.
Oh. Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. Oh yeah. Is it that scene where
Yeah, like they were riding a bike, remember?
yeah, Rosie and
Yeah.
Jojo riding a bike. It's like, oh no. You can see the fear in their eyes, and just
It's no
oh
longer fear, it's just like emptiness, apathy.
yeah, yeah.
They got shell shock. But
The soul has left the body. The soul is no longer there.
it's just an empty husk now.
Yes.
Yeah, like
Yes. Like ghost in the shell.
although come to think about it, right? As much as this movie talks about the stupidity of hatred, right? It doesn't actually condemn much on the war itself, because in the end it kind of praised the action of the Allies and the Soviet soldiers for basically ending Nazi Germany. But then again, I have to say that it's Germany's fault anyway, because like, of course, they did the first strike. Germany attacked Poland, which caused British and the French to join the war. Americans joined the war a bit later, but still related to that. And then the fact that Germany did attack Russia first.
Then again, right? If you think about it, so if Germany didn't attack Poland, I think maybe around this time Poland will not be Poland. It will still be occupied by both at least some sort of German ally and like Russia. That's not really Poland.
Pretty crazy if you think about it, right? If Hitler played the foreign policy card right.
Very ironic. Huh?
Yeah, like if if he didn't strike first, right, and then like keep building power and shit, probably there will be no World War II. It's just probably another it'll be Cold War. Maybe all the German scientists will then run away from Germany, and then they'll build their own nuclear bomb, and then it'll be just like a stalemate while there's a lot of atrocity happening in Germany. Alternate history. Think about it.
History.
Yeah, maybe we should make our own new podcast, alternate history.
You mean wait, is it this like an Earth 2, or is it more like timeline number 2?
Timeline number 2, I guess. I mean, Earth 2 implies that it's a physically different place, but in reality, it's just the same place, but different action happening. Yeah.
Different actions. Oh, okay.
I don't know what I'm saying, so.
No. It makes sense, but I just hope that wouldn't be a timeline where we are talking mostly about Star Trek and all the shitty Star Trek shows that we have to endure.
But just that's the thing, though, right?
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like, assuming that kind of alternate universe do exist, then we would definitely wouldn't have this kind of movie where it's actually a more lighthearted approach to like that condemn hatred. And I suppose we're really lucky that the world in general, at least, I'm not saying all, because injustice still happen. It's still more democratic, and where free speech is heavily still desirable. Like,
free speech is not available everywhere, though.
It's not available everywhere, but it's definitely valued, and we also value free speech. Although you better not say dumb shit. Hear that, listeners? I'm joking. Yeah, just think before you say the stuff. All right, but yeah, man.
Let's get to the trivia section. I don't think okay, I think for the flaws, right? Besides the little British boy, because my slip up is a bit of his posh accent once in a while. I think I don't know. I actually don't really like Rebel Wilson's inclusion here. It looks a little bit like a bit out of place for some reason. Like she didn't like her character can just be no. I'm talking about like no. You racist prick. No. I'm talking about the.
Well, I mean the Nazis themselves are racist.
No, what I'm saying is, I don't really see like her character actually contributing anything much with the overall like movie, like story wise, pacing, right? Whatever. Maybe I guess they kind of have to bring in. I guess.
Remember when at the end she tell one of the clones like, "Hey, like she slipped a life grenade on her on his back pocket. Like, hey, go up to that allied soldier and give him a hug." Yeah.
But to be fair, right? I don't know. I'm not sure if it's either Taika Waititi don't know what to give her, or it's just that she's just good friends with Rebel Wilson because they're both comedians. So like, oh yeah, I can give a part for you. Like, don't worry about it. Here you go.
Because that's the thing, though, right? Like, he has to portray the really Nazi themselves as well. Actually, technically, they're not. Is she a Nazi or a Wehrmacht officer? Well, in any case, right? They have to show that the Nazi themselves are a bunch of idiots, incompetent idiots. So
I mean, even the wait.
Like, it has to be portrayed.
Is it normal for okay, no offense, but it is true that she was technically morbidly obese in this film, which is no longer the case. Actually, not really, because now she already lost a lot of weight. Like, good on her. You can go look at her latest photos. She looks amazing now. But this film, she is basically morbidly obese. I'm not too sure. Like, in Nazi Germany, is it okay for a female officer to be that, fat? I don't know.
I honestly have no idea. I can't say much about that. Although I do know that they believe in the what is it? It's called again? The virtuous man. Like basically like the perfect human being.
Yeah.
Like,
because when Jojo gets takes the what's that called? It's not a hand grenade. Is it a hand grenade?
It is a hand grenade.
Okay, yeah. And Jojo took the grenade from like the captain during the. Yeah. It's like so stupid.
Well, definitely don't do that.
Yeah, definitely don't do that. And then they have to stitch him up. And then once they stitch him up, like Jojo can't even attend like his youth camp anymore.
Yeah.
Because of his face, even though he's completely fine.
Because he will scare the other kids.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, you actually see that him is like, he doesn't look that bad. It's just a few scars anyway. It's like, okay. So that's not okay, but you will be okay with a morbidly obese woman who might have to have some disadvantage in the especially during war, especially at the end. I mean, well, the end she didn't do much, but I don't know. I sound like I'm nitpicking here, but
I'll actually take it one step further than you.
What do you
honestly, mean? I mean, the other day, right? I was talking to you that back during Nazi Germany, they actually have a baby making factory program.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So honestly, she shouldn't be in such a high position because like a woman that is, no offense to Rebel Wilson, like I'm sure she's probably a nice woman in real life, but back in Nazi Germany, like I'm sure those kind of traits are undesirable just because she will produce fat baby too, and so their kids going to be fat. So yes, right. I think like again, I don't think it's supposed to be historically accurate. I wouldn't think is such a case. Although I wonder if it's going to be like Attack on Titan approach where they don't measure competency, they measure fanaticism. Because like you can tell in this movie, right? She's more one of the fanatic believer compared to 𝓟𝓸𝓽𝓪𝓽𝓪, where he's just more like a jaded eye veteran. But literally, I mean, he's blind in one eye, right?
Yeah. Oh, I see now. I see now.
Maybe. Yeah, like who knows? Maybe that's just another interpretation, really.
But obviously the best scene in the whole film, when the
Hitler.
I think yes. Oh, I love it. I love it. Hitler. And then if a new guest comes in, that shit will start again, and then a new person comes in, this shit will start again.
It's so
dumb and it's so good.
I know. It's just like, how do you make a comedy like a joke where the more you do it, the funnier it gets?
yeah, it's pretty rare actually, because usually when you repeat the jokes again, it usually gets less funnier, because you know, right? But this is a and then the thing is that it's supposed to be a tense scene, and then they just do that. It's like boop, comedy. It's like, oh hey Hitler, I hate Hitler, Hitler, and then that's when all these, I think, are those considered like police, like Nazis?
They're
Basically?
the Gestapo, so they're the secret police.
Yeah, okay, the secret police. Yeah, there you go. I think the Japanese, they have like an equivalent called the Kempeitai. So yeah, so those secret police, they when they enter the door, they do that. Then when this Jewish girl, right, Elsa, actually tries to pretend to be Jojo's sister. A bit of a too much of a coincidence as well, because especially she kind of already looks like Jojo's sister anyway, so they kind of just like rub it off at it, like, oh okay, yeah, I totally, yeah, okay, sure.
Well, actually,
But
from the
yeah.
dialogue, isn't she's actually Jojo's sister's friend before the sister passed away? She actually mentioned it. But the thing is, yeah, because the thing is, the sister died when Jojo was very young, so Jojo wouldn't remember anything.
Oh.
Yeah. So it does add the layer of tragedy behind it.
I still find it a bit weird, right? That she kind of already remotely look like her. So, I mean, to be fair, I don't think it matters, because the one who's actually checking the documents is Captain Ksęszdorf, like himself.
Yeah,
and then he
then,
actually tried to compare his, okay, so when we see like the photo and her actual face, it's already quite similar. But when she mentioned about the date of birth is actually wrong, and then Ksęszdorf was like, yeah, that's correct. Yeah, you're good to go. Like, oh, okay. Oh.
Yeah, it's very lucky, right? Is that they give the like they tell Ksęszdorf to check it. Actually, there's in the interpretation why that whole scene happened, right? Is that this happened before Jojo found that his mother got executed, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So the thing is, the interpretation is that the Gestapo, after executing her, they immediately go to her house just to investigate, and like this whole thing happened. But remember, the mother seems, even though it seems to be like hot and cold relationship, Ksęszdorf is still the mother's like Rose's friend, right? So that's why he rushed to the house to check up on Jojo.
Oh.
Yeah. I think Ksęszdorf know that
right.
Elsa is a Jew, right? Yeah. Like he really knew about it. Seriously though, like comedy and tragedy at the same time.
Let's go to the trivia. Okay, any flaws you could point out for this film? Because I don't think I really have much problem with this film.
I don't have any problem at all, really.
Even though I wouldn't say that it's perfect. No, actually no. I don't have that because I saw a kind of a similar film to this. It's called Life is Beautiful. I think I've heard a bit about it before. I mentioned about that, I think, a few times. It has the similar thing. So, but the thing is that in the first half it's made clear that, okay, this is a very wholesome family drama, right? Then in the second half becomes a tragic. It becomes a tragic family drama. Because because these family are Jews, they get taken to the
Wait,
to the camp.
Is it the movie where the father basically tried his best to explain to the little kid, right, that they're not in a concentration camp? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yes. And it's so sad. But the thing is that I don't know why, I just keep smiling. But obviously, because I'm trying, because I'm
because
seeing it from the eyes.
In his lie, right?
I'm seeing the eyes from the child, right? So obviously, but the thing is that I'm also an adult. I know what the fuck is really going on. So it's like you have like this double, these two contradicting feelings. So oh sweet, but It's also so really fucked up.
Yeah, like that's the thing, right? Personally, right? Well, I think it's a good writing is that where the writer themselves can layer so many things happening at once in one scene, and like how to put this, and can make like even a single scene without context, you understand immediately what's going on and like how freaking painful it is to watch.
I think, okay, to be fair, right? In my opinion, I think that film did a little bit better with that kind of especially at the end when actually so, like, like, because they're all Jews, they're all gonna die anyway. So yeah, when they actually face that tragedy, it hits me even more. Like, it's way more hard, like it punches my gut much more painful compared to this one.
I suppose
For some
it's
reason.
because it delivers a different kind of message, because that movie
I
tries
guess
to
so.
yeah, it's a retelling of the tragedy that happens to the Jews from the Jewish perspective.
Yeah. I guess so.
Yeah, well, this movie is Jojo Rabbit. Like again, like I've been saying, it's just basically it's a story with a moral where it's just love wins, and it's just that
Yes.
hatred is stupid.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah, it's like you have to go through all that mental gymnastic just to hate someone. Like, how stupid is that? Like, just to draw that Jews have this kind of feature, bad features here and there. So in a way, even though they deal with the same subject ish, they deliver like they tackle it very differently.
True.
Yeah. Man.
But
Now, thanks to you, makes me want to watch all the Holocaust movies. Oh,
I think that's what you said about you know what we should do? We should do the Holocaust month or something.
Yeah,
And I'm thinking like, bro, come on.
just the genocide month. We'll just watch we'll just watch the Apostle as well, because technically there's also the Boxer Rebellion as well. There's a lot of massacre happening.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then we end the month with boy with strip pajamas. Let's go.
Oh boy. Ay, yo.
And then we start the new
And then
month.
there was also the Kite Runner too.
Oh,
I mean, it's
that?
not the Holocaust. I think it's basically like a story of refugee from Middle East.
No. I'm saying is that so after that month ends, then the first month back is we immediately watch Boyhood to just like refresh our palate.
Seriously, Boyhood, it's so silly. It's just you're just literally watching someone else's life, but even then, there's nothing interesting about it. Movie like makes me think that storytelling convention
actually,
actually
because we keep on joking that shit because of thanks to red letter media, right? But the thing is that I think we at least some point we might have to see that.
I have watched it.
I watched it too, but you know what? We're gonna watch it again like sometime, and we're gonna actually review it.
Oh, okay, screw this. I'll
probably as long as the actual movie. How long? Like 3 hours long? Wasn't it 3 hours long?
I think it's 3 hours long. That's correct.
Yeah. I was like, what the fuck?
But don't you know it took them 12 years to make?
Yeah, it took Warner Bros. 12 years to make too for like the whole Harry Potter saga. So
It's a better
they beat you to it. All right, let's go to the trivia section. Anything you want to point out?
Okay, so apparently, Taika Watiti, right? He didn't do much research on Hitler, the character, just because like there's no point. He thinks that Hitler doesn't worth the effort to put much research into. So a lot of the interpretation that he has on Hitler is just basically he came up on its own, like on his own.
Wow, so it's all improvised?
Yeah, it's all improvised. Like
wow.
He just probably
okay.
Probably saw a few Hitler speech here and there, but that's about it really. And then like everything else is improvised. Crazy, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he did research more about the Hitler Youth Program.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
to
yeah,
understand
yeah,
like
yes,
the
yes.
kind of mindset that these children has to go through.
Yeah, because Jojo is technically, well, he's not completely brainwashed. Actually,
He want to be brainwashed,
but
but that's the thing. Like what Elsa said, like he's not a Nazi, right? He's just a boy who wants to join a club, a 10-year-old boy who wants to join.
so he's not yet a Nazi, but he wants to be one.
Yeah, because he didn't know he didn't know the truth, right? He doesn't know like how the world works.
Hmm. Okay, okay, okay.
Man, I just realized like this movie is also another allegory about how to put this expectation really like coming from an Asian family background makes me think that sometimes like family demand a lot from you even when you're young, and then
Yeah.
like here it's just like, Jojo, you're not a Nazi, you're just a 10-year-old boy. Like, you know, it's okay for you to not know anything. He's a boy after all.
Just a sad little boy. Wants a friend and probably a girlfriend.
Elsa has a boyfriend. Oh, okay, but they can still be family. I mean, it still ends very sweetly. Ay, ay, ay. Hello. You're with
Yes,
me?
hello.
Okay.
Yes.
So, boyfriend, huh?
Yes, boyfriend.
Okay, so unfortunately, Elsa already have a boyfriend. Somehow,
Yeah,
assuming he's still alive.
but no. It was actually because
Oh,
I
wait.
think you haven't finished like watching the film even though you
Oh,
already
yeah,
seen
yeah.
it before.
Oh,
But
yeah, he's dead,
she
right?
has she had a boyfriend. He's dead. I think it's because of like some sort of cancer. I forgot what it said, but some sort of like disease. Some like oh yeah, tuberculosis. There you go.
Ooh, that's a nasty
Tuberculosis.
one. I don't know. I wonder if they already have a cure for that back then. But anyway,
I don't think
yeah.
so. I don't think so.
Um,
Probably not.
but still, I really like how the movie ends. You know, just basically like story of hope. Really, this is
Yeah,
completely
yeah.
different. Yeah, it's kind of
It
similar with
has a
Cargo.
it has a good ending actually. It has a happy ending.
I mean, like it's basically a story
Wow.
about resilience, really. Like resilience to go through hard time.
Yep, yep,
Yeah,
yep.
a traumatic event. And then, you got any more trivia?
I don't know. Dude, I thought that's all I knew.
God damn it. Um, Honestly, that's it. Really, that's all I know at the moment.
It is though. Oh yeah, about the not to get a little too political here, but so because Taika Waititi, right? Oh yeah. Wait, no. I think you already brought this point up, but anyway,
Oh
because
yeah,
Taika
he's actually
Waititi
part Jewish,
himself,
right?
he is Maori Jewish. Yeah, he is Maori / Jewish himself. So it also adds up with the with the comedic, yeah, with the satire of oh yeah, I'm playing Hitler and I'm just making fun of him. It's like
Yeah.
even I'm not even the correct race myself, so that already gives it like a big fuck you, right? Pretty much. I mean, he said that like yeah, what better way to say fuck you to the guy?
Yeah, exactly. Like, kind of makes me wonder, right? With the world that is actually very woke politic. Like, what happened if they actually give it to an actual German actor? Give the role to an actual German, like, if no matter how funny or ridiculous that he portray Hitler, will the world just gonna get pissed? Like, oh, how dare you? You know, like you're so insensitive. Like, you know, Hitler persecute people. Like, of course, that actor knows. But what do you think? Like, what will happen if they actually put a German guy playing as Hitler?
I think
Probably,
that
I'm thinking too far.
that already has been a thing though. So
What?
like the famous movie called Downfall.
Downfall. Yes. Nine. Oh no, that's not it.
No. That was the famous war room scene where
Yeah.
everybody just like memes the shit out of that. uh, then there's also another one that I think just recently was recently made too. So it's about Hitler. He woke up in modern society and he's clueless. Like, what the heck is going on? And then he found out that the Allies won the war. Okay, shit. And then he's like so confused that but the thing is like nobody even knows that he's the actual Hitler. They just thought like he's some guy like cosplaying as Hitler or something. So but a bunch of people just like step up to him and just like take pictures, like a celebrity.
But it's very political, right? It's just that the story goes is that he spot a lot of political crap, but then people bought into it, right? And then like the fact that Hitler or not, maybe kind of sway certain people. Like the fact that he's the real Hitler, but then as long as people doesn't know, like people still believe with what he has to say.
I don't think the point is that whether he's real or not. I think the point is that for that film is that his ideology technically is a radical ideology, as ridiculous as it sounds. If it has, as long as there's an audience for it. It's somebody is like, or some people are going to buy it, and they're also going to form their own, allies too.
Yeah.
And that's basically that's how you make that. That's how war starts anyway. So so repeat history. Yeah, that's pretty much.
Anyway, I think we should close this now.
Yeah. So, any final thoughts with this one? What's your rating?
I'll give it an 8 or 9. I think 8.5. No, actually, I take it back. I'll give it a 9.
That's really high, huh? Wow. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's very high. I really like this. Like it's funny, it's sad, it's also uplifting at times, and it has good message. Because like call me old-fashioned or something, but sometimes I do like movie when they actually have something to say, a message. I mean, this is exactly why I really like Revenge is Mine, all other Patience Cash, because I feel like the movie is trying to tell me something, even though I don't know what it is.
Oh. Okay.
What do you think?
I think might shock you a little bit though.
Oh, you're going to give it lower rating.
Well, my standard for a 7 or an 8 is actually already considered a pretty damn good movie, but probably a 7.5 myself. I think mainly I think
6. Like
yes.
Multiverse of Madness.
Yes.
Oh, boy.
This is a 7.5. It's leading to an 8, but I think I won't give it an 8. Mainly is because I think honestly, I think the filmmaking itself, right? I think there's a little bit more that you can do with this. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe shooting it in a bit like I don't know. You think like trying to like make like that World War II square aspect ratio and kind of presenting it as if it's some sort of like documentary or something. I think that could somehow make it a bit more like wow, this is an interesting film like here, because this the story itself and like the whole movie as its own is very good, but I think I don't know, it's like there's still room for Watiti to kind of be able to play things around here and there, because the substance is already great. It's just the style needs needs a little bit of like like Hitler, not Hitler, but Hitler, something like that.
But this is the movie where imaginary Hitler, apparently he's late to have an appointment to have a dinner with a unicorn, and then he jumps out of a window and disappear.
Yeah, but I think maybe you can film it a little bit more interestingly than just you just film Hitler. It's like just like pan the camera to the window and like just like jump up there. Okay, yeah, that's funny. But I think but the thing is that also that's on like the only time they kind of creatively use the camera. But even that one is just that, I don't know. I've seen that physical like comedy like quite a lot already. So it's just like, I don't know. You could do something a little bit more with that. That's just my opinion. I don't know. But
Alright.
I still recommend people to go and see Life is Beautiful. It's amazing.
Oh boy, like when I have a kid, right, I don't care about movie rating. Probably I'll get have a family watch party.
Do not.
Yeah.
I don't.
No, no,
I
no,
think
no.
that
But
it'd be a great way to not show your kids that IMDb is a thing or Rotten is a thing, because that's how you're starting to like corrupt people's perception of like, oh, this movie has a 6 rating. Oh, it's gonna be okay-ish, you know. Oh, this movie has a 4 rating. Oh, it's gonna be terrible. Blah blah blah.
wait, no,
And
I thought the IMDb for this movie is pretty. Yeah, I'm right.
7.9 is for IMDb is pretty high, but I still wouldn't really trust that either, because yeah, rating system is kind of screwed in one way. But yeah, I think next episode, if you don't mind, we could watch the Ghibli film called Princess Kaguya.
All right,
Yes.
get on.
Moving it on. That was on Netflix. Oh yeah, by the way, this movie, Jojo Rabbit, is on Disney Plus. If you want to check it out, please go support Mr. Watiti, because he deserves everybody's smooches and kisses. Mwah.
All right. Anyway,
Chef's kiss. This movie's a chef's kiss. Great.
love is important in the world.
Love is important.
All next
All
time.
right. See you next time. Bye bye.